Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Jojo ASMR here. So today I have a very fun and interesting deck profile to showcase to you all today on the channel. I'm going to be showcasing my undefeated TG deck profile that I took to locals last night. Honestly, the reason I'm playing this deck, to be honest with you, you can see I have some quarter century cards. I bought like 2 cases of AGOV and all of my QCRs were literally TG cards. So instead of wallowing in my own self-pity that I negged so bad on my 2 cases and I pulled the worst QCRs, I thought, you know what, when life gives you lemons, hand it back a jug of lemonade. I love rogue decks. I love being able to have sort of that matchup advantage, especially when your opponent doesn't really know how to optimally interrupt or interact with your cards. This deck can definitely take people by surprise if they're not prepared for it, if they don't know what to hand trap, don't know what the cards do. So yeah. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to show some combo tutorials of how to do the combo. I don't really see that many good resources on YouTube actually showing how to do the combo. So I'm going to show you like 3 to 4 different hands, 3 to 4 different like starters, and we'll go from there. First 10 cards I'm going to be showing you are all 1-card starters. All 10 of the cards I'm going to show at first basically end on full combo, which is an Omni Counter Trap, Calamities, and a 4K Towers, and you draw 4 cards in the combo, 3 to 4 cards or something like that. So those are those 10 cards. So we play, the first engine we play is the Diabellstar engine, the Sinful Spoil one. So we play 3 Wanted, 3 Mum, and then we play one of the best cards in the deck, TG Limiter Removal, which is a custom card, and 1 for 1. So all of these 10 cards are 1-card combos. They all end on FTK. So you just want to draw one of these 10 and you're good. You're off to the races. You're good to go. And obviously the combo changes a little bit depending on how you start, but they all eventually streamline into the same point of the combo. The next engine we play is a small DDD package. So we play 3 Savant Kepler. And this is also 1-card Calamities. However, this is a slightly worse version of the combo because you don't get to the counter trap, but the deck just needs a little bit more consistency. So this is a fine starter to 1-card Calamities. And you draw 4 cards anyway, so that's like pretty good, right? And then wrapping up the DDD engine, we play the 1 Lamia and the Dark Contract Search off the Kepler. And then wrapping off the Diabellstar package. This is the card you're usually summoning. It's the new Snake Eye Ash from AGOV. And the Sinful Spoil card, the E-Telly. We play 2 copies of Salamander, Rocket Salamander, and the other card to go along with it is the TG Screw Serpent. This card is also really good. It's your other normal summon. It monster reborns any TG monster and can level modulate in the graveyard. And then wrapping up the TGs, we play any like level 1 TG monster, like non-tuner or tuner you can play for this slot. I'm just playing TG Drillfish, but there are tons of different ones in the database you can play. But any level 1 TG you need to play for certain combos, which I'll show you later. And the last TG monster is the Bug. I forget what the name of this card is called. I'll have a picture of it on the screen. Basically, it's a level 1 tuner monster that when it's sent to the grave as synchro material, it summons a level 1 token. And if you're synchro summoning a TG monster, it can be treated as a non-tuner as well, which is really helpful. And then wrapping up the spells and traps, we have 1 TG All Clear. This is an important part of the combo. And then we have the counter trap, TG Close. This card's amazing. It's a counter trap where it has the effect, it's an Omni Negation for monsters, spells, or traps, and then it destroys the card. So for non-engine, I played some hand traps. So you have 3 copies of Ash, 3 Imperm, and then I played 2 Veiler, 2 Droll, and 2 Nibiru's. Yeah, pretty good. 12 hand traps, can't complain. And then the last 4 slots in the deck are Crossout Designator and Call by the Grave. This deck is a little bit glass cannon-y. It can lose to a combination of hand traps, so you really want to insulate your plays. And yeah, these cards are really good. Nothing really too much to be said. So yeah. For the extra deck, immediate MVP, the best card in the entire deck is this card. TG Over Dragonar. This card is a custom card. It is literally Soul Charge. It's this deck's version of Junk Speeder, except it summons back guys from the graveyard. So its effect is on summon. Summon as many TG monsters from your graveyard that you want, and you're locked into TGs. So you just summon back 4 guys for free, and if it's destroyed, you get to draw a card, which is kind of mad. So I play 2 of that. Then we play this guy from Savage Strike, the TG Star Guardian. This guy is also amazing, part of the combo on summon. He adds back 1 from the grave, And his second effect is he can summon one from hand for free once per turn, and he's a quick effect synchro on your opponent's turn. And he's a tuner monster, which is good. One Hyper Librarian for the combo, one TG Mighty Striker. This card's amazing. On summon searches for the spell, and when it's popped, it rotors, it Foolish Burials any TG, which is great. And then the final cards, shoutouts to John for lending me his ultimate rare TG Blade Blaster. This card is part of your end board, which I'll get to. And I pulled this one in my packs last night, TG Glaive Blaster, also part of the combo. And this is basically how you're setting up your Calamities lock with the Crimson Dragon. And of course we have Calamity. Wrapping up the synchros, we have TG Wonder Magician. This one can come up in niche situations. Kepler can you can basically with one DDD Kepler end on Wonder Magician plus this guy and the level 2 tuner, which is Calamities. You can just hard make it on your opponent's turn. I play a Baron, it's just free. And then play SP Little Knight, Dark Charmer, and TG Trident Launcher. So now we're going to get into the combo tutorial for this deck, because there aren't really that many combo tutorials I see out there on the internet. So I'm going to show you the one card combo, which works with literally any of these cards. Okay, so let's say we start off with Trident Launcher. Okay. Oh, sorry, TG Limited Removal. And let's say we have any discard. Okay, so this is the Calamities Lock combo, and I'll show you, this is the first version. So we can start off by activating our Limited Removal, which discards a card as cost, and it rotors for 2 TG monsters from our deck to our hand. So we're going to search the Salamander, and in this case, we're going to search our level 1 in the form of TG Drillfish. So at this point, what we can do is we can normal summon our Salamander, and then we can use the effect of Drillfish to just special summon itself for free if you control a TG. Very simple. We can use Rocket Salamander's effect to tribute itself as cost to summon from our deck any TG monster. So here we're going to summon out our bug. I'll have a picture of it right here on the screen. The drill, what do you call it? The grub. When it's used as synchro material, it summons back a token to level 1. So now we're going to synchro summon for a level 2 monster. So we'll summon out here our TG Striker. So 2 things are going to happen here. Chainlink 1, TG Mighty Striker is going to search a spell. And Chainlink 2, when the grub is used as synchro material, we're going to get a token. So I'll summon this right here as a token. And we'll search from our deck to our hand the TG spell. We can activate All Clear and use the effect to destroy a TG monster we control in our field to rotor for a different name TG. And then we also have an additional normal summons. Serpent. In a new chain, if this is sent from the field to the monster zone to the graveyard, you can dump any TG card from your deck to the grave. So we're going to send the counter trap. From here, we can get an additional normal summon. So we're going to normal summon the Serpent and use the effect to Monster Reborn any TG card from our grave. So we're going to bring back our Salamander. We're going to synchro for 5, our Serpent and our Salamander to make this guy, our version of Junk Speeder over Dragnar, which is going to activate the effect to Monster Reborn any number of TGs from our grave, and then we're locked. So we're going to summon 1, 2, and 3, and one more, 4. So now at this point, what our game plan is to basically synchro climb with Hyper Librarian to draw a bunch of cards and then on the Calamities lock. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to synchro off with our Serpent, and we're going to synchro off here with our fish. That's going to make a Hyper Librarian. Okay. So Salamander's second effect is that once per turn, if you control a machine TG monster, you can special summon from your graveyard a TG monster. So you might be thinking, well, we don't actually have any machines. Well, that's when the second effect of All Clear comes in, where it turns all of your TG monsters into machines. So you can now use the effect of Salamander. So we're going to bring back our Serpent. We're going to synchro off the Serpent, and you're going to synchro off here the Salamander, and we're going to summon out a copy of our TG Star Guardian. In a new chainlink, mandatory chainlink 1 of Librarian, chainlink 2 effect of Star Guardian, to add back a TG monster from our grave back to our hand. So you're going to add back the level 4 Screw Serpent, and we will draw 1 card. But remember, you still have 3 other cards here. This is just for the example for the combo. So the other effect of Guardian is you can special summon once per turn from your hand a TG monster. So we're going to summon back the Serpent we just added, and then we're going to synchro off the Serpent and the level 1 token. Any level 5 TG non-tuner synchro monster. So there are a few in the card database, but I just played 2 of this one. Librarian will trigger again to draw another card. And here we're going to synchro for 12. We're going to use 2 of our non-tuner synchros and our TG striker, our big guy, our glaive. Librarian will trigger to draw 1 more card. So you've drawn 3 cards. And then you're going to synchro for 10 into the blaster. You're going to activate the effect of your glaive blaster. And its effect is to just banish a guy, basically, once per turn as a quick effect. So we're going to banish off our blade blaster. In a new chain link 1, glaive blaster, its effect says that if once per turn, if a monster is banished face up except during the damage step, you can target one of them, special summon to your field, ignoring its summon conditions. But then another legal trigger we have is the trap card we sent off our striker, where if a synchro monster is banished, you can set this card from your graveyard back to the field, but banish it when it leaves the field. So we're going to set that counter trap back and summon back our blaster. So what's going to happen is you're going to pass turn. In your opponent's draw phase, you can use the effect of TG Blade Master to banish a TG synchro monster from your graveyard as cost. So we're going to get rid of the level 2 TG Mighty Striker. And its effect is to banish it as cost to banish itself. In a new chain, because a monster was banished, we can use the effect of Glaive Master to summon back the striker that we just banished. Master returns during the next standby phase, so this will return. So now you pass priority to main phase, your opponent has the first action, and if they activate like a Dark Ruler no more, a Droplet, a Branded Fusion, whatever that's impactful, you can just immediately negate that, which is good. And then in an open game state, you can use Mighty Striker to quick synchro these into Crimson Dragon. Then you can use Crimson Dragon targeting this to make Calamity. And that's basically your end board. And that's the lock. So from 1 card combo, you draw 3, you Calamity lock them, have an Omni negate, and they're pretty much dead next turn. So that's the combo. And hopefully you found that useful. I'm going to show you how the combo is a bit different if you open the Dire Star package. Activate Wanted, Rhoda for Mum, use Mum's effect, discarding a card to special itself, use the effect to set the Sinful Spoil, then you'll activate it, tributing off this, and you're going to summon out the Snake Eye level 1 monster. On summon, this is going to Rhoda for a level 1 fire monster, so you can add Rocket Salamander. From here, we can normal summon Salamander, use the effect, tributing it itself as cost, and you're going to summon out the Grub, the TG Grub, the proxy that I have here. And then you're going to synchro these into a copy of here. And you'll go Chainlink 1 to search, Chainlink 2 to summon a token, and you can see that the combo now looks exactly the same as last time. You'll get the Trident, you'll get the All Clear, you'll pop this, that will search out your Serpent, you get an additional normal summon, and here you just Monster Reborn back the Salamander, you make the Synchro 5, and you do exactly, at this point, it's exactly the same as the last combo that I showed you, where you just do exactly as I showed you before. You summon back as many guys as possible, and you just go off in there. You just Synchro Climb with Librarian, and you do the Calamities lock. Well, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.